Well, good morning, beautiful people. I just wanted to share this dawn with you. You know, there's an old saying that says it gets darkest before the dawn. Oh, and I know we're all in darkness. The world is looking pretty chaotic, pretty scary, pretty dark night of the soul. If you're a writer or filmmaker or an actor, you understand this. You understand that in order to have a great story, in order to have a magnificent hero's journey, there must be a dark night of the soul. And none of us ever anticipated that it would look like this, but here we are. Here we are. And I apologize to those of you who are really, really, really heavily burdened by what is going on and can't look at it like me and feel like people think that we don't care because we can't look. You know, it's the accident that we have to know happened, and for our own self-preservation, for the preservation of those around us that we love, we have to step over the accident and keep walking. You know, I watched great Megyn Kelly last night. She's one of my heroines. I absolutely love her. There's very few women in this world that I admire, but she is definitely one of them. And she said, there has to be levity in every situation. And I, as a writer, understand that there have to be moments of levity in every situation. When I'm writing something that is absolutely drop dead serious, there must be a little levity in there, or your audience gets overwhelmed, shuts down, and stops watching. And you know that. You've been in films like that where it's just like, oh my God, I can't. And it's not that you walk out of the theater. That's easy. I've done that. I did that with, well, it doesn't matter what I did that with, but I did that with a movie that I didn't like. And, you know, it didn't stop. It didn't stop the arrested development of what was going on inside of me at that moment. It didn't stop any of it. And all I want to say is, if you right now are experiencing something and your heart, your spirit, your soul is telling you you need to step away from the tragedy, you need to step away from the loss, from the horror, and you need to watch some Tim Dillon. Hey, I get it, because Tim's been my savior for the last 3 years. Tim doesn't know me, but I know him very well. I've watched him, not in a stalker way, just I've watched him, and I love him. And I love Andrew and Bobby on Bad Friends. And if you've got my humor, you will love both of those podcasts. And I love Joe, but Joe, you know, Joe, I don't find Joe funny anymore. Joe is Joe, you know, Joe is Walter Cronkite now. And it's kind of a shame, because I remember when Joe used to be really funny, really funny. Like, he would do his fight commentaries with the boys, like with Brandon Schaub and Brian and Eddie. I think Eddie's like the conspiracy theorist, and Tim, and I don't know what that guy's name is, but he used to wear a lot of army camo, and he was really cool too. Anyways, I'm getting beside myself. All I'm trying to say is, if you need a little comedy in your life right now, you take that and you stop beating yourself up about the fact that you need it. Put on a little John Pinette, rest his fat little funny soul. Love that guy. Some John Candy. Go put on some good John Candy movies. You know? Do something like that for yourself. Love yourself. It's not a selfish act to love yourself in the midst of chaos. I promise you. And it will serve the world in the end. And so will you. and so will I. Have a blessed, blessed day, my friend. Find the levity if you can. Find the moments of grace. Find the moments of beauty. Find it. It is there for you. I am one love, as are you. Goodbye.